set to kick off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. First down, here's the run with Cook. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and he will bring us all the way up to the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10, right at the 30. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2 to the 49-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
We're scoreless after 1. On first down, it's Gurley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check 31. Check 30. 17.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. second down, a run with Breida. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Ball carrier.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
53, Mike 53. Oh, here we go. Oh. 53 is the Mike.
This is Breida. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
53, Mike 53. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
53, check 53. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Mike 53. 53. Mike. Rabbit. Check.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's complete to Grant. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
53, Mike 53. Don't get nervous. 53 is the Mike. You better be.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check, 59. Watch the run.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
C.J. Mosley.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Gun now on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, pick your game up. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". You ain't doing nothing. Slice food. You ain't doing nothing today. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike, check. 59.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Tua now on 1st down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Matt Breida. Incomplete. Ashton Davis there on the coverage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
From the gun, it's Tua. He'll let it go deep for Foster. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Intended for Robert.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And 10 yards to go.
53, Mike. Big stop, let's go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Here we go. Let's go. Here we go. Mike.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's going to go up top again. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for Matt Breida. Incomplete.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Mike, check. 59. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 59 is Mike. 59.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
What we got? Mike, 53. Mike. I got you. Check. 53.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
43-yard line.
He's checking crack.
Another carry now for Gurley. And some room to work. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown in the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They run again with Breida. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Cook following the penalty. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. He'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. 52 left. I'm coming after you. Under 10.
Now it's Breida. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now Gurley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Here's Breida. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
2-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cook. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Cook. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Tackle made.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
A good run there by Cook on 1st down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. The job 1 to pick up the 1st down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the 1st down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase. And everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a handoff as they run left side. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They were 3 for 3 converting on third downs on this drive, but that time didn't quite get there.
Yeah, defensively, maybe they just said, we're tired of this. Time to make a stand. And if you really want to pick this one up, you have to go for it on 4th down. And typically, on 4th down, the odds shift to the defense.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he finds Cook. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 34 yards there and a first down.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Gurley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Let's 57 right. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Dolphins, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jets, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Day,